Most employees work in employment hierarchies which tend to grow larger and larger. One of the results of this growth in size is a rapid increase in the amount of confusion, anxiety, and hostile behavior. Few of us, whatever our position, are satisfied with the current state of affairs. We tend to criticize others. Somebody else is always the villain. Most people seem to be pessimists about the future. I'm an optimist because I have a firm belief in two important ideas. Here is the first of them.
The behavior of an individual at work is as much conditioned by the nature of the role he occupies and its relation with other roles as by his personality and its interaction with other personalities.
Behavior as much conditioned by nature of role and its relation with other roles as by personality and its interaction with other personalities. A comprehensive statement and vital to this study of organization. Note that I am not suggesting that the work environment changes personality, but I repeat my belief that human behavior can be changed by the organizational environment at work. If we accept that behavior, not personality, can be changed, we need no longer look on irrational and antisocial behavior as an inevitable result of the makeup of all of us. We can stimulate more rational behavior by creating an unambiguously clear and acceptable structural environment. That's what organization is about. And that means...
Do you accept that? I understand the argument, of course. But you'd like some evidence? It might help.
For the first year after you became managing director, you were only too frequently like a bear with a sore head. We all knew why. Because the chairman was looking over your shoulder. You didn't know where your authority started or finished. I know you had it out with him, and I know when. Because when you were given real command, you changed.
Good God, was it all that obvious?
Sorry to get personal, but it makes a point. Your behavior changed, not your personality.
Oh.
Doesn't all your experience support the idea that organizational model breeds bloody-mindedness?
Of course.
And that clarity brings high morale and all that goes with it?
Yes.
Well?
Well, let's get on.
That's what organization is about. And that means that willy-nilly, our behavior is affected by the structure of our employment hierarchies and by the relationships between roles. Now, these relationships will vary according to the way in which authority and accountability are distributed. How we set up effective organization is another matter which leads to the second important idea.
To plan and discuss authority and accountability relationships in employment hierarchies, we need precise language. Unless we share this language, then whatever we say may be misinterpreted. Words which refer to precise ideas are, in science, called concepts.
Concepts, when rigorously defined, are the bricks we use to build in our minds the mental pictures of situations without which we cannot tackle problems. Unless we're able to share the same mental models of external situations, then discussion leads to confusion. 400 years ago, such confusion existed in the physical sciences. The change in the mode of thinking, which has led to our present ability to solve scientific and technological problems, was initiated by men like Kepler, Galileo, Bacon, and Newton, based first on the capacity to describe what they saw in objective terms. In 1620, Francis Bacon wrote about reforming the study of our physical environment as follows.
Now, what the sciences stand in need of is a form of induction which shall analyze experience and take it to pieces, and by a due process of exclusion and rejection, lead to an inevitable conclusion.
With these beliefs, he and others reformed science. That's the sort of approach we require today in studying our social environment, of which hierarchical organization is a part. The new mode of scientific thinking brought about the existence of thousands of internationally shared concepts. Thinkers were then able to contribute to an international pool of knowledge. For instance, without the concepts of ohms, volts, amps, capacity, and inductance, there could be no sharing of mental models of electrical circuits. Now, why do the social sciences lack such concepts? Largely, I think, because it is assumed that precision and discipline in the use of language is not possible in situations involving human beings. It isn't simply...
Look, I am an engineer. I've no argument with him over his reasons for technological advances and so on. But to use the same modes of thinking about the organization of people, no, I can't accept it. It's too mechanistic.
As an engineer, you could easily describe in exact detail the precise function of every part of one of our gearboxes and its relation to every other part.
Well, naturally.
Could you do the same for Dun Site Engineering's employment hierarchy?
Yes, I think I could.
Last month, you had an argy-bargy with Andrew Black about floor management in a gear factory, and you told him that the secret of high morale and efficiency was to have first-class shop floor managers.
Well, you'd hardly dispute that.
No, but since we've no shared concept of the term manager, and we haven't, because this is something we discussed, neither Black as general manager nor I as personnel manager will ever know whether we've achieved the situation you want. So how can you say that you can be as precise in talking to your subordinates about shop floor management as you are when you discuss gear cutting technology?
Those stemming from the lack of shared concepts and mental models. For example, too many managers have come to regard a statement of a unit cost as a fact. But unit costs are usually the result of arbitrary assumptions made by cost accountants. Again, some people would describe their men as doing boring work.